I saw only dad and a child to ask for the freaking balloon. It had to always involve a freaking child. Hello, everybody. So, welcome to another video. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that might get into, edgy opinions, but given the name of the video, it might be kind of expected. So, let's dive into it. Today, I really want to talk about one of our powers that every child, I think every child has. When they go into the shop and they feel like they can have anything. They feel like they can have the toys. Like they're just going to point with their finger and be like, "Mom, can I have this?" Because they think that they can have it. Because why they wouldn't? Like why wouldn't they like not deserve it, right? And their sense of worthiness is super high. And that's why I believe that children are such a good teachers and we should definitely focus on that more, on not on how can we fix them, but what they can teach us, because their audacity is just should be studied, because this is the pure sense of their potential. Because see, when you believe in your potential and when you believe in something that you can deliver to the world, that you can maybe help somehow to other people, that you have an idea that might be, changing other people's lives or that might change the world, whatever. And when you have this idea, like, don't you want to go out into the world and scream out loud, like, guys, this works and it's important and it's gonna help you with something in your own lives. It's gonna make your lives way better. Audacity is about not only caring about you, but also caring about other people. If the intention is pure, if you really have good intentions with other people, if you really have good intentions in general, there is no reason why you shouldn't use audacity, why you shouldn't just go out and, yeah, maybe be annoying a little, whatever. But without this approach, no one will understand what you do and how can you make other people's lives better, you know? And this is mainly when I'm talking about, I don't know, having something to offer, having a business or having a product that really can make other people's lives just better. So when you really believe in that and when you really have this good intention, what is stopping you actually from going out there and screaming into the world and telling everyone how good this product is, how revolutionary this product is? Like, what is stopping you actually? Usually, something that we've learned throughout our childhood and throughout our upbringing, when when we started to understand words and the expressions of our caretakers, somewhere along the way, I believe that we have been stripped out of this audacity. And not all of us, of course, there are people that do have that, and that just go out in the world and don't see any kind of reason to hesitate or doubt. It's just, okay, I've created this. I believe in this product or I believe in this, whatever it is that I had to offer. I'm going to just go out in the world because otherwise it would be selfish. Like, if I really know that this thing can help other people, I know that if I wouldn't go up there into the world and just tell people about it, it would be selfish from me, because so many people would then continue to waste their time or continue to do things not the best way or continue to eat this product, but I have this one and it's better and it's way more nourishing, and I know that this product is better than that one that they're eating right now. So if I wouldn't go up there in the world, I wouldn't make my potential to realize itself. And there is something that is so subconsciously encoded in us. Everyone is has an incredible potential, and everyone has so much answers. Like so many answers are in us, and everyone has been born with a gift. And I believe, and this is the edgy thing, that, well, I believe that everyone has their own gift, and it should be developed, and it should be nourished, and it should be, the gift should actually become the center of their lives, because the gift is them, like the gift is part of them. So as we ourselves should be the center of our life, the gift should be somehow the center of our lives too, because this is how we realize our purpose, and this is how we realize our potential, and this is how the world gets better. But then there is one thing: we have so many systems, and the most, I would say, formative, but formative in a questionable way, is school. Like school system, what, 16, 17, somewhat, sometimes even 20 years in the school slash academic world. It definitely, like, forms us in a different way. It definitely makes us, alongside with the pressure of others. There is not only the system itself, but then there is the reinforcement of other classmates and teachers to be somewhat same. And that is what it is. It's not like I would not support it. I'm just saying how it is, because that's basically like the purpose of every system, to kind of make things predictable, to make us predictable, to make us replaceable. It is what it is. I'm not saying, and I'm not judging it. I just want everyone to be reminded of this, because in this process, and in the process of other systems like the government, or the system of, I don't know, maybe every family has also subconsciously, like, created a system. Maybe there is, like, a line of doctors, or maybe there is, I don't know, like, this philosophy of a family that's, oh, by 25 you have to have, husband and a child, whatever. It's just a system so that people can feel like they're having something in control, like it's predictable, right? And it's very comfortable to have things predictable. But systems don't celebrate the uniqueness of each person. And I'm going to say it again, I'm not judging this. I'm just, and I'm not even saying it's true. I'm just saying it how I see it. And what I also see, that when we are part of something like this, like this kind of system, we have to be, if we really want to tap into our potential, we have to be especially very cautious about what kind of impact these systems have on us, and whether it is not making us small. And consequently, then we make ourselves small. Like, then the systems just don't have to be even there, it's in us already. Like, I remember, I'm gonna give you an example because this might be super, like, intangible. But I remember that, when I always loved music so much. From like 10 years old, I was not even 10 years old. I would be like 6 years old, and I would be already, always when I would be watching a movie that is, that someone is dancing and singing there, I would be then, going into my, room, and just dancing, and it, like, literally, I would be visualizing that people are watching me, and that I'm just giving out the freaking, like, banger performance. I didn't know why I did it. And that is like the instinct that is, and usually in childhood, these gifts, they kind of peek out like that, and you don't even know, like, as a child, you don't even care why are you doing these things. You just do it because you want. And that's the beauty of it. I wouldn't be like thinking like, oh my god, I just, I kind of want to go into the room, to dance a little bit. No, I just went and I didn't care what my family would say. I was like, okay, bye. And then I remember that I would want to sing more. I would want to play an instrument. But then I saw already, like, in when I was, I don't know, like 12 or 13, I saw that none of these children like did anything like that. So I didn't want to really um like be different, right? Because belonging also is super important, in especially in childhoods, but in any part of your life it's super important. And so I didn't want to be someone different, so I rather suppressed my real wants and my desires so that I could be part of some group. And this is also highly connected if you're a people pleaser, or if you have been raised in a way that you really didn't want to disappoint people. This is also a big part of that. And yeah, my audacity at that point, already when I was like 12, it would be so low. And so then when I got, into like high school, I still had this idea in my mind that, oh, but I'm singing. I love to sing, and I love to just dig deep into music and into the history of music, and it's just such an incredible world. Like, why am I not doing it? Oh, because I'm on economic school. And how did I get there? Because I just kept going through the path that the people around me created. And I just somehow kept the audacity and my inner like truth to just be so silent. And so I still kept, suppressing it. I kept suppressing it so much. And the word depression, it's literally like putting something, like putting pressure onto something. That's what it is, basically. You're stuffing and putting down something that should be released somehow. That's what's depression. And I'm not saying I had depression, but I definitely can say that I few years from my high school, beginning my university, that was one of the lowest points I've ever had. It was like a numbness. I don't know. I wasn't like diagnosed or anything, but I can feel. When I compare it with how I feel now, and when I compare it like few years back, I can definitely feel how the difference, how it felt. And it felt like a pure numbness. It felt like a gray nothingness. Every day was just, oh, okay, another day, another tasks of what to do. Let's do them. Let's go to sleep again, wake up. And it was truly like I had to have some kind of change. And so yeah, one of the best changes I've ever done is to just move out to a different country. It was the best thing that I've ever done so far. And that's what gave me like a second life. That's what gave me like a second push. Because what happened in that new environment? Oh, I was nobody, actually. I didn't have any. And that's the video I was actually talking yesterday about. I'm gonna link it here if you wanna listen to it. It's about how traveling is way more powerful than therapy. And so, connecting to the traveling, I I was nobody. I didn't have really a role, so I didn't really care what people were thinking about me. So there was no like reason to people please. And I also really had to awaken the audacity in me. I had to ask. I had to ask in a language that I didn't know how to really pronounce. I had to just be very daring and bold and be like, I had to, I don't know, like apply for 100 jobs. And I had to see 95 of them just refuse me. I had to do this. But, you know, After seeing all of this that I've done and everything that I've been through and what I've, like did alone, there is a special kind of confidence built in this. And there is a special kind of worthiness. And therefore, the audacity comes back to life. And with your worthiness, I would say it's directly connected with the audacity that you are capable to show up with. Because if something is worth people's attention, people's money, people's whatever, you will ask for it because you know that what you have to offer will be good enough. But and I don't want to make this video about only, offering like what we have to offer, service or products. I really want to like raise awareness about the fact that with audacity life is easier. Like it is easier, but for audacity you really have to have the confidence. You have to do the inner work. You have to, yeah, I would freaking like order everyone to travel at least for a few days, months, ideally, alone, ideally. And you kind of have to, make new connections. You have to speak with people that you have no idea what their reaction will be on the fact that you're speaking English, or on the fact that, I don't know, you never know their reaction, but you still have to proceed because you kind of want to survive in that country. So there is a huge connection actually between confidence, the sense of worthiness. And so where can we start? Well, I would say that by listening to me and watching this video, I believe that we've done the first step, and that's the awareness about, oh, there is some kind of change throughout our childhood maybe, or formation that we didn't know that was formation, but we kind of have something in us still that might not be awakened fully. And honestly, that's the part of systems. And um yeah, like there is a reason why the systems are making us small, because if we would be aware of our power, we would definitely not be in that system anymore. So this is not for everyone, and it's okay. The most important part is of our lives is to be able to choose, and then knowing our choices. But if we want to come back to that childlike audacity, to be okay with just asking for whatever we want. Like I went the other day to I saw, it was a Valentine's Day, and I just happened to, be with my mother, and I was like, yeah, I can get her like a balloon, but I didn't know what I have to do for the fact that just to get a balloon. And I noticed it was freaking Valentine's Day, and it was already afternoon, and there were so many balloons. No one freaking asked for them. And I saw people ask some, like I saw, and that's when I actually got this idea. I saw only dad and a child to ask for the freaking balloon. It had to always involve a freaking child. Otherwise, like a grown man, I think I didn't see anyone like that alone asking for that freaking balloon. Even though, yeah, it was like a heart-shaped balloon, but it was Valentine's Day. So I would expect in the afternoon, in addition, it should be gone. Like the balloons should be gone. If people would be really having childlike audacity, they would be like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Oh, I see balloon. I'm gonna ask to get the balloon, right? But this is just, it wasn't like that. And yeah, then I just went to the lady. I was like, "What can I do to just get one balloon?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just give you one and take this card." There was like a wall of cards, and it was so beautiful. And so I took the card. There was written like, "You are love." I was like, "Yeah, it's fucking true." And yeah, then I just got the balloon and went home. But before I went to ask the lady to get the balloons, I saw the place, and really, I haven't seen anyone who would be alone, who would be a man or woman or whatever, who would be alone to ask for that freaking balloon. And I think only this, even though it's very, very small, let's say, small situation to judge, or to deliver any kind of result or verdict, we can still see why the how the audacity just faded. And I feel that it's not about only business, or it's not about asking for a raise. It's not about raising your prices. It's also about these little things. Because if that man who went alone and was like, "Oh wow, there's a freaking wall full of balloons," I might just want to like take one balloon because it's freaking Valentine's Day and my wife is sitting at home, waiting for me. Like, there is a clear reasoning to just get the balloon. But what did what was the thing that stopped him? "Oh, I'm gonna go around this campus to with a balloon, with a heart-shaped balloon full of helium," or I don't know how is the pronunciation. Is this what stopped him? Well, that's sad. That's really sad. And so it's also these kinds of things. It's not about making money, or it's not about just making money. It's not about just, being famous. It's also about showing then other people that you care for them, because the man would then show in a very beautiful way that he really cares for his wife. Or I don't know, like, yeah, this Valentine's Day really got me this idea, actually. And so, you can have audacity in any situation, and it can be actually so nice. You can have audacity in a way that if you're going on a bus and you see a child sitting, but there is someone who's old and he's standing, you can just go ahead and just like, bump into that child, just like show that you know what to do. This is the audacity, this is the confidence, and this makes the world better. It is in the moments that you have to ask first, because no one else will ask for you. But maybe in that audience there is one anxious kid that would love to ask, but they just cannot. And so by you asking, you're actually making them a service. So yeah, this is like what the audacity can do. And I think that it's a trait, characteristic that is all in us, and we can definitely tap into it. And how to do it, actually, how to do it, it's two steps, I would say. And that's also when I work with my clients, I also do this. It's just not simpler way than this, is to diminish the resistance to do action, and then do the action. And from doing the action, you get confident. And then again, really like putting a little bit down the resistance, doing the action, getting even more confident from taking the action. And then it gets so good that you get in this upward spiral. Today it was kind of like a mixture of like my own story and something that you hopefully have found value in. I hope that you like this video. Again, if you want to talk about your specific situation, I can also give you some time just for that. If there is a link on my calendar under this video, you can go ahead and book a call with me, and we can just talk about your situation. And if I genuinely feel that I can help you, then I would show you how that would look like. Otherwise, we would still get a quality time out of this call, and yeah, you would leave with clarity. So that's just a little offer I have for you, and it's completely free. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all new subscribers. I really appreciate you so much. And yeah, stay awesome. See you very soon.